Okay, still on our chemistry preparatory class for WAEC 2025. And the question on the board, analysis of a sample of an organic compound showed it contained 39.9% carbon, 6.9% hydrogen, 53.2% oxygen. A. Calculate the empirical formula. B. If the relative molecular mass is 60, what is the molecular formula? What is the molecular formula? Two things you have to understand. We're talking about empirical formula and molecular formula. Empirical formula. Empirical and molecular formula. Now let me differentiate these two formulas. Let me write this compound. Let me use the word Na2B4O7. Na2B4O7. This is sodium by IUPAC name, sodium heptaoxoborate 3. Sodium heptaoxo, hepta is 7, called hexa is 6, heptaoxo, then borate 3. Now, in this compound, let me ask you a question. How many elements is present in this compound? 3 elements, right? Which means we have sodium as one element, then boron as one element, and oxygen. So there are 3 elements. But how many atoms? How many atoms is present? 13. Is she correct? Okay, which means you have 2 atoms of sodium, then 4 atoms of boron. That is 6. That's 6 plus 7 atoms of oxygen, making it what? 13. Okay. Now, the first one, empirical formula, is the simplest formula. The simplest formula that gives the exact ratio of the number of what? Element present in a molecule or a compound. The simplest formula that gives the exact number of what? Element, or the number of what? Element present in a given compound. Now, but the molecular formula is the formula that gives the what? The mole ratio, or what? The number of atoms of the elements present in a given compound. So empirical formula is telling us that there are 3 what? Elements present in this compound, but molecular formula is telling us there are 13 what? Molecules present in this compound. Okay, now the knowledge of this, we are going to use it to apply this. Now, solution to this problem. Solution. Now we have a sample that contains, let's use there, now elements present in the compound. Element, we have carbon, let's use C, then we have hydrogen, H, and we have oxygen, O. Now their percentage composition. Percentage composition of this element. Of course, the analysis tells us that carbon contains 39.9, then hydrogen 6.9, then oxygen 53.2. 53.2. Then their mole ratio. Recall that mole ratio is equals to, of course, mass all over what? Molar mass. We give you mole. Now, which means the mole ratio, the percentage is given 39.9 all over. The molar mass of carbon is 12. This will give us 6.9 molar mass of hydrogen, is 1, and oxygen will have 53.2. Of course, the relative atomic mass of oxygen is 16. Now, if you divide very well, let's engage our calculator. We have 39.9 divided by 12, and that will give us 3 points. This one gives us 3.33. Of course, this will give us 6.9. Then we'll have 53.2 divided by 16. That gives us 3.33. 3.33. Now divide by the smallest ratio. Divide by the smallest ratio. Then it means out of 3.33 and 6.9, of course 3.33 is the smallest ratio, which means here divided by 3.33, here divided by 3.33, and here divided by 3.33. This will give us 1 here. Of course here would be 2. Let's say 6.9 divided by 3.33. That will give us 2. Here is 2, and here we also give us what? 1. Now it means that A, the empirical formula, of this compound is this 1 times carbon, as C times 1 will give us C, about H times 2 will give you H2. Then O times 1 will give us what? O. We have CH2O as the empirical formula. Then question number B says, if the relative molecular mass is 60, what is the molecular formula? What is the molecular formula? Question B. Now we now have that CH2O, all brackets, and will now be equals to what? 60. It means that the relative atomic mass of carbon, which is 12, plus hydrogen, which is 1 times 2, will give us 2, plus 16 for oxygen, all multiplied by N is equals to 60. Is equals to 60. Now this is 12 plus 2, that will give us 14, plus 16, that will give us 30. 30 times N is 30, N is equals to 60. Divide both sides by the coefficient of N, which is 30, N all over 30 is now equals to 60 all over 30. So 30 against 30, so N now is equals to 30 here, 130 here will give us what? Will give us 2. So our N now is equals to 2. I mean, when you have now CH2O, all multiplied by what? N, and our N now is what? 2. If you do that, this is C times 2 will give you C2, H2 times 2, that will give you H4 and what? O2. This is the what? Molecular formula of the word compound. I know you like this video. Comment, share for more, and follow Superstar School of Science for more of related lessons for chemistry in good preparations for your WAEC. Thank you.